Take two.
Take two. I feel like we should acknowledge the fact that we're in a kitchen. Welcome to the first ever episode of Design Test Kitchen.
Coming to you from Melody's kitchen.
We're not going to be doing any cooking today, but what we will be cooking up are some designs. The goal of today's episode, we want to be able to show you the process of going from idea all the way to figuring out a solution and actually test it with a user by the end of the day. Today's challenge is going to be design a better way to plan your trip.
For today, 2024.
Yeah, in today, 2024. Well, first of all, I'm so excited to be joined by Brian Wong, who is an incredible product designer.
So worked in Silicon Valley, IDEO, Uber, and then most recently at Cruise.
What did you do at Uber and Cruise?
I redesigned the Uber app in 2018. And then most recently at Cruise, I was leading the in-car experience for the next generation L4 no driver seat vehicle.
Autonomous vehicle. I am Melody. I am a product designer and former YC founder. I was very early on at Coursera, but since then I'd co-founded my own startup, worked with a ton of YC startups, and so very familiar with the process of taking a product from 0 to 1. We found that there wasn't really anything out there that was showing the product design process or just the product development process that wasn't like too technical. We want to keep it contained to one day. We're going to try to get as far as possible and give you a little bit of an inside view into how products get designed and made out here in Silicon Valley.
Yes.
Yes. So today's challenge is design a better way to plan your travel.
There used to be a whole travel agency like my mom used to call,
Yes.
right? And then we're actually like really good friends with that travel agent.
Yeah.
Fast forward to 2024, you have so many flight aggregator, flight booking. Now we're still finding that stress of planning. Now I just want to call her.
Yes. Have someone handle it all for you. Back to square one.
Back to square one.
Remember, it's very important that we are well-fed, well-caffeinated in order to have a successful design sprint.
I was just thinking of like in the office when you do a design sprint.
That's true.
You just get a freaking pizza.
What is that thing called? Like the pizza, a meeting is too big.
When we have
You
to
exceed
get more than one pizza pie.
So that is design tip of the day. It's time. Pizza time. Okay, Google, turn off all the lights.
We're influencers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I cracked the door.
Huh? That was kind of a fail because I have a meeting right now. The pizza, Brian is going to be bringing back this pizza, and then we're gonna get on with the challenge in the afternoon. Hair goes up. Time for business. Well, let's talk about our approach. I have come to find that the Google Ventures design sprint process is actually my favorite way to walk through any sort of design challenge. It's a 5-day process where you go from idea to validation within 1 week. So you come up with a long-term goal, you come up with a map, you sketch solutions, you decide on the best solutions, then you prototype it, then you validate it. It's presented as a very heavy 40-hour process. I think there's a lot you can extract from the process without necessarily going through the exact process.
My design approach is probably fairly similar with like a lot of the IDEO background. I think the research phase is the most important. But I think what IDEO really specialize on is doing analogous research. For example, if we're doing travel, you know, obviously we're gonna look at all the competitors, but what's another field that also requires planning? And that's where creativity might be inspired.
I love it.
And of course there's like the prototype, validation, all that stuff.
Like for the most part, all these processes are exactly the same.
They're all like in the same sort of methodology.
Yeah.
We need a transition. So the whiteboard.
No.
So the whiteboard.
And now it's time for the design challenge.
Design challenge.
We're finally getting into it.
Almost 3.
Almost 3 o'clock. First thing we're gonna do is talk about what our schedule is. First thing we're gonna do is we're going to make sure we're aligned on the goal. The next part is journey map, 20 minutes,
Pain points.
15 minutes.
Let's do lo-fi.
Just 5 to 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'm trying to, we're gonna cut things up.
15 minutes.
15.
So all of this together is basically almost 3 hours.
Very
3
ambitious.
hours. Design a better way to travel.
Now it's time for
Goal.
Okay.
The first thing we want to do is establish a goal. The reason why it's important to do this is that a lot of times when you start working on a design challenge, people are not on the same page about what you're trying to accomplish. So writing down your goal, making sure everyone's aligned is super important. I want to capture like all the things that you're optimizing for with your design solution.
Okay, 10 minutes. Okay, goal.
Yeah.
Is this like a company goal? Is this
It's
a
kind of
design
like-
exercise goal?
Yeah, the way I've done it is like in 6 months,
Okay. Users are
having the most meaningful, fun, relaxing, authentic trips.
with the least amount of effort.
Yeah.
Bam!
So maybe we just say it like users are having high quality trips because we don't know what qualities they're
quality
looking for,
means.
right? All right.
Okay, we're gonna write this on the screen really
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah.
Users are excited to experience the most high quality trip with the least amount of effort because they believe we'll take care of them.
All right. The next step, we're gonna go to the journey map.
So the journey map is a high level view of looking into the whole experience. From the very beginning, try to map each step of the journey the users will go through. The highest level, there's like before they even think about the trip. And then there's all the actual planning
Yeah.
during the trip, the post trip.
We're gonna keep it pretty high level since we don't have that much time. Let's just talk about the guest first. Let's say they come back glowing. That's the goal. What happens first? They have to decide where to go and when they can go.
They can come in through two different funnels. There's like, I want to plan something and
Yeah.
I cannot change this, it's PTO time. And then there's like, I want to go based on where I want to go. There's place and then there's time,
Yeah.
or there's time and then decide on a place.
There are 3 core things that a user can be optimizing for: time, the place, or the budget.
Each people might have different priorities.
So once you decide on these things, let's go maybe into like the logistics of it. Do you buy a flight first?
I mean, usually I think most people buy flight first.
Flight, book, accommodation, plan itinerary,
Tell your
excitement.
friends, tell your mom.
Excitement and stress. They have to like get to the hotel. So then they do the things, and then what happens after that? Catch their flight home.
Yeah.
So now that we have the long-term goal and the journey map listed out, it's very messy, but that's the whole point.
This is a perfect example of how a jam session
Yes.
will look like. That's how like design process
Yeah.
is very
You
messy.
don't have time to make it pretty.
You don't have time to make it pretty.
We want to look at this map and identify what are the biggest pain points. We're going to take about 15 minutes to do this. And this is, again, mostly going to be anecdotal since we are the users and experts at this point, at least for now. Pain points time.
Okay, we're gonna walk through some initial pain points.
Maybe we'll take a little break after this. What are the things that make it difficult to do this goal today? Brian had written finding a source that is most aligned with your values. This is like finding an influencer. It could be a travel guide. I think once you have this solved, you've solved a lot of the trouble of things like planning itineraries. All these little tips across this thing get taken care of.
It took me forever to find Samus home, who like focus on Hong Kong and
Yeah.
Japan and
Yeah.
Southeast Asia.
Yeah, finding
'Cause
that source of inspiration is really hard.
most travel booking sites
Yeah.
is optimized for money. They just sort it by the cheapest to most expensive, but they never focus on experience.
Yes. Vibes.
Vibes. No, seriously.
If I could have a trip planned mostly on vibes.
If Frontier is really cheap, it's
Yeah.
gonna be the first
Yeah.
result. Travel sites are optimized for money, not experience.
I think we're optimizing for experience, like high quality, meaningful
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes this maybe like interesting.
Maybe, yeah. And then we realize everybody wants cheaper.
You want to feel like you're getting an amazing experience, but also at the best value. I call myself a lazy optimizer.
Lazy optimizer.
And I think that's like most people. So our next goal here is we have to select what we think are like the highest leverage moments. If we get these things right, it'll help us achieve this goal better than any other area. For any design challenge, there's probably 1 to 2 areas where that's the case. So in terms of like in 6 months, users are excited to experience the most high quality trips with the least amount of effort because they believe we will take care of them. I think one of the main opportunities, it's like getting the vibes right of the whole trip. Research is the most overwhelming part. How do we get you to the right influencer? If we can get them to the right expert who can give them the right advice on everything, basically, the better the trip will be. What are the things that are gonna get people glowing? It's like everything went smoothly.
I did the most amazing itinerary ever that friends are asking,
Yeah.
I need your itinerary.
We're saying the major components there are best itinerary and then shared. I think this is the most important part, and this is sort of like
That's just a nice to have.
So for the sake of today's
back to
exercise, let's figure out how do we help travelers reduce information overload, reduce decision paralysis, have a trustworthy source. We're gonna operate with some assumptions and we're gonna go ahead and go into sketch phase. So
Yeah.
see you, we're gonna sketch now. Bye. So we've spent the last 25 minutes sketching our potential solution. We both really landed on a more influencer-driven travel planning experience.
Yep.
I think a lot of people have their influencers that they're following already on their existing platforms like Instagram or YouTube.
Yeah.
Is there a suite of tools we could give them to monetize their travel guides? I did a 3-part sketch, super rough. The first part is, if you've ever used Card, it's such a lightweight tool for you to create a website in like 5 seconds. It's like, how do you create your own? I'm calling it Passport. You have a list of your guides here, like an easy way to add a restaurant, add lodging, add an event. Okay, you saved your guide. Do you want to monetize it? Set a price. You save that, and then you get this simple link like greta.passport.co, and you can add it to your Instagram or your YouTube. From the user side, this is a web app that you would open in Instagram or YouTube. You have all your guides listed here. You have your Paris guide here. You might have a Tulum package, Tulum New Year's Eve, that like you are creating, and then you're able to check out. I think the main things here are, how do we really incentivize the influencer?
I'm just hearing your idea.
Yeah.
I wrote an idea. If there's an AI tool that can strip YouTube content or any video content, and then it turns it into
a guide.
Into a guide,
Yes.
a package that you can share and monetize.
All right, so that's business idea number 2 is a AI guide scraper. I freaking love that idea. That's so good.
Like
I think we have, we're raising $250K on it. I'm like, maybe we're gonna build this.
At high level, I was thinking of like time, budget, and place. Maybe it's just 3 things.
Where to, when, budget.
And budget. I want to be in the tropical where there's beaches in the next 3 weeks on this budget. Then everything else becomes this sort of like itinerary browsing. It's just like different ways of browsing, like the stops they went to. And then you ultimately get to this space where you're like building your own itinerary. Your flight is this price and hotels are generally this price. Here's what influencers said to go, and you can download their whole package.
So Brian will work on the supply side, and then I'm gonna work on the demand side. So how the user is going to consume this content. It's 7 o'clock. We will have 1 hour or 45 minutes. We need to eat dinner too. Should we do 45 minutes and then eat dinner?
Okay.
We're gonna
in 1 hour? Okay. There's no fidelity, anything.
Okay. So, we've brought this upon ourselves. Like for no reason. Like no one asked us to do this. I am gonna work on that and we will be back in 45 minutes. Well, no, we're gonna show you the process. You know the rainbow?
Yes.
Collaboration.
Google Design Sprint.
Okay, we're prototyping. Okay. Should I play some music?
Look at this, spit it out.
Do you want cheddar cheese? Brian refuses to stop prototyping.
All right, we're done.
We're done. This is the final reveal of all of today's work to design a better way to travel. It's 9:30, which means it's officially 12 hours since we first started shooting this.
Hi.
What time is it right now?
9:30.
Okay. It's 9:30. This episode in and of itself is a prototype. Will we do this again? Who knows? We're a little delirious.
It's 9:30.
It's 9:30. We haven't eaten dinner.
We had 2 slices of pizza. Let's go back to that sticky note. This will... AI strip your YouTube content into a travel package you can share and monetize. That was like a huge aha moment for me. They need to be going to the right places and also having the right recommendation.
So we're gonna go into the final review.
Okay. Immediately I went to my favorite influencers, Sam and Victor. They just posted 16 hours ago a 51-minute long 5-day Japan cherry blossom video, right? And it's just like 50 minutes long. And I would love to get this in the itinerary, and I would love for them to be able to monetize it. I went to the 4-day Hong Kong video. With any AI project, you want to make sure you can prove the AI can do this first before you do any UX. So I went to the transcript, I grabbed their entire transcript, copied it and pasted it into ChatGPT. I also asked ChatGPT to create a travel guide with this itinerary. And then guess what?
What?
It did it. 4 days in Hong Kong travel guide, and it's broken down into day 1, all the stops. So now let's create a UX. So then here it is, a little bit more visualized. So imagine a landing page. This is the influencer side. There will be 2-sided, and then there'll be the traveler side. So on the influencers, immediately it's just like
turn your vlogs into immersive guides.
Instantly create travel guides. So paste your YouTube URL, and then here you can see our highest earning guide. Join our community of creators, and then it's just like you can craft your guides. Our platform extract key moments from your video and helps you easily craft any engaging travel guide. You paste, it comes here, and then this beautiful animation.
So funny.
Uploading, transcribing, finding affiliated links. Boom, we stripped that 4-day video. And I literally just scraped this exact knowledge. Of course, you can edit all these are all text field. And then choose an affiliate link. If there's an affiliate link, we'll bring that in automatically. If not, you can just put a link. Then you can see this is like a card design. You can scroll down, stop 1, 2, 3. You can scroll left and right for like day 1, like day 2. And then once you're done, you can hit preview, you can save, submit, upload. And then you can share it to your friend and make some money.
Since this was a solution sketch that we came up with earlier, I just focused on just getting this up into higher fidelity. So with that, we are going to look at this prototype. We've been using Sam as home as our prototypical user. I actually replaced this with her new samishome.passport.co. If you click here, this is Sam is Home's passport site. Here you can see she has 4 guides, 2 experiences, and 8 deals. I call this like a concierge package. It's like a 7-day experience in Tokyo. Maybe she booked all the hotels and restaurants for you. And so it's a $16.99 for $2,250 value. But as you can see, she has like a lot cheaper sort of like guides. So it's $3.99 to just like get her 4 days in Hong Kong or 8-day road trip in Tokyo. So let's get the guide for $3.99. When you click on this, then it's super simple. There's obviously Stripe checkout, Apple Pay, so easy. You click that, boom, like you've bought it. If you want access to the full chat and offline access, you can download the app. Cool. So we can talk to this one now. I think we're really excited about the potential for this. In terms of like, are we gonna make travel easier with the service? I actually think so. What's your intuition?
There's some technology there that's like making guides more accessible. We're harnessing the existing content. These YouTube blogs already exist.
They already have audiences. You probably want this.
Yeah.
And I just like that it's like a mini ebook.
We can even offer a print button, and we can literally print you.
Yeah, as like a service in the future.
It's hard for us to be on YouTube and then scraping through the video, switching apps to Google Maps and bookmarking everything. I also love your thinking of the channel. We are not reinventing the wheel here. You know, we're meeting you where you are in Instagram, at YouTube.
We don't want to create a new place. People have to manage.
I love this. I think we should do it.
We really just maybe started a startup. But anyways, this brings us to the end of Design Test Kitchen. It's time for dinner.
Yes.
10 p.m. dinner.
I'm craving for like ramen or something.
Thanks for staying with us, and we'll be back for day 2. Because that'll be the transition. Thai food? Should we get Thai?
Okay, let's stay true.
Stay the course.
Because that Thai place is also $20.
We're unemployed. Oh shoot, it's bumping. Whoa.
I love it.
This little quarter.
You deserve it.
Done it. Wait, I should have gotten you saying bye. Bye!